Okay, sweet. All right. So in that case, if you want to pick one of the table spots on the opposite side as me, and then so blue is ninjas, purple is zombies, red is demons, and yellow is knights. Which one would you like to try?
I think I'll try the zombies.
All right. So in that case, I think I will do the demons. So the deck goes up in the top right. The Eldricore goes up in the top left. The minor Eldricores go in the bottom left, and then the trinket will be for whoever goes second.
Oops. Alright, still waiting for everything to load.
Oh yeah, you're good. My bad. I didn't realize.
Yeah, my connection is really slow. This happens every time I do any games on Tabletop Simulator. I always have to have the mod cache available so that way if I do get disconnected I can just reconnect immediately because that does happen a lot too.
Okay, yeah. I mean, it's no problem if it happens. I'll just wait.
Come on. 92%, I can make it. There we go. So, so is this one I was? Wait,
Yeah, that's purple. That's the zombies.
okay. So that goes here, and then this goes here.
Yep. Those go face down. Yep, in the core deck.
All right.
All right. So have you like looked at the card layout and everything? Like, do you know kind of how everything is set up, or do you want me to go over it real quick?
I probably need to go over it real quick.
All right, no problem. So, whoops. So at the top left up here, that's the cost. The bottom left is their attack. The bottom right is their HP. Any effects will be here in the middle. Their typing is also across the bar here in the middle as well. So those are followers. Those are essentially creatures if you've ever played Magic. Savior is an ability that triggers whenever you. So in this game, you're essentially life decking. So whenever you take damage, you mill cards off the top of your deck. If you mill a card with Savior, you can choose to do its Savior effect. You can only do it once per turn. And there are different types of Savior effects depending on what the card is. Um, so this right here is a spell. So there are two different types of spell. There's slow spells, which can only be activated during your turn, during your main phase when nothing else is happening. So effectively kind of like sorceries for Magic. And then there are also instant spells, which can be activated anytime you have priority on either turn.
All right.
Um, those are kind of the main things to know before we start. I guess the only other thing is trinkets are unique, so you can only have one copy of each trinket out on the field at once. Um, and then I guess the only other main thing would be if an ability doesn't have a timing on it. So for example, for this Eldricore, it just says exhaust this card, give a follower +1/1 for the turn. So because this ability is an activated ability and it doesn't have a timing on it, it's considered instant speed. So I can do this on my turn or your turn at instant speed as long as I can exhaust my Eldricore. And so any kind of activated abilities like that can happen at instant speed unless they have a timing associated with them. So like for example, yours, which button is it? There we go. So yours can effectively happen at instant speed, but it would okay. So yours is playing a follower. Sorry. So yeah, yours is playing a follower, so that would have to happen at slow speed. But it does mention during your turn, and then obviously because you're playing a follower, it happens at slow speed. But some of the other ones on here are also instant speed, like the yellow one. Actually, yeah, both yellow ones are instant speed. Um, yeah. So I mean, other than that though, I think that's kind of it. We could probably get into it, and you can learn as we go, and you'll probably have it by the second game or so. It's usually pretty simple for people to pick up.
All right. Cool.
So over here on the left, you have a bunch of different information sheets. One of them is the main quick start guide. There has your turn order. The yellow sheet has all the different keyword skills and what they do. The red sheet just kind of a bunch of general information, and then obviously the card layout in case you have any questions is also there. So to start, you shuffle your deck and you draw 6. And actually, we can also roll to see who goes first. So I got a 7. That's the one you want to put back. Just because the savior ability obviously triggers from damage, so you want to have that in your deck to trigger later. So if it has savior, you kind of want to put it back. So I'm just going to put 1 back. Then I'll shuffle and I'll draw 1 again.
Don't think there's anything I want to get rid of. Yeah, I think I'm good. Oh, crap.
One, and I'll play out. Oh, did you get DC'd?
Yeah. I already knew that was going to happen, though.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. Oh, over here. There we go. Alright.
Okay, so let me know when you're loaded back in.
Yeah, I think I'm good to go now.
Okay, so yeah, so on my first turn, I tapped 1 and played Proxus. And I'm not going to attack or anything, so whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and take your turn.
Alright. Oops. So I play one of these at the start of
Yep.
the turn? Alright.
Yeah, so you'll draw, you'll ready everything, and then play out a new energy, and then keep going.
So it does have that similarity to Magic the Gathering, where this is almost like your land card, but you're guaranteed to get one every turn instead of having to hope you draw one.
Exactly. It's like you never get starved or flooded with them. I also enjoy it because I feel like it also increases deck building options because like you're not stuck putting 12 to 18 of them in your deck.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that already. Beginning of turn, effects trigger, don't have any. Alright. Okay. So what do I got here?
Now, keep in mind this trinket. This is something new that we've kind of added recently. So this does let you have 2 energy on turn 1 if you really want to use it. So this is the one-time use that just lets you have an extra energy for one of the turns.
Let's see. So I assume exhausting is pretty much the same as tapping.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And actually, so up in the top right-hand side, if you see where it's got like the dude lifting up the dumbbell, on the right-hand side of that, there should be like a degree. if you click on that, it'll change it to 90 degrees, and that'll make it to where it turns all your stuff 90 degrees at once, so you don't have to.
Yeah.
It'll make life a little easier.
Alright. That out there. Alright.
One sec, I'll let my dog snore real quick.
Let's see. So let's invade this. Turn player gains priority. Opponent gains priority. Alright, I'm pretty sure that's done. So.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So I played that one, and then I was able to draw a card from that. So yeah, I think that's all I can do for now.
All right, perfect. Now, just so you know, any follower that is ready can be a blocker. So if I swing, you can block with him. You can only attack into either the Eldricore or other followers that are exhausted. So I'll go ahead and draw. I'll ready everything. I'll play a new minor Eldricore. And I think here we'll play him. So he says on play, deal 1 damage to any target. So I'm going to deal 1 damage to your follower.
No.
And then I'll attack you for 2. So what you want to do is you want to flip them both over. Kind of normally we would place them in the battlefield at first, so that way you can check. You flip over all the damage, and then you check to see if there's a savior you want to use.
Alright.
Which, no savior. Okay, cool.
And then these get discarded.
Yep, they go to the graveyard.
Alright.
And then we'll go ahead and attack you for 1 more.
Alright.
No savior. Awesome. Alright, and I'll pass back to you.
Okay. That flips back. Alright. Alright. What do I got here? Nothing I can use yet. Okay. So only got 2 to use this time. Guess I'll go ahead and throw out a couple. so I can't attack yet. So that's all I can do.
Wait, you can attack if you want.
Oh, I can. Oh. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
nothing has summoning sickness in this game, so you can attack
Oh,
immediately or
okay.
use abilities immediately.
Okay. See, I'm so used to summoning sickness, so.
Oh yeah, most people are.
Ooh, kind of like that kitty cat. Can be blocked. You don't have anything to block anyway, but.
I don't have a block right now anyway.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and get him both of them.
Well, so in this game, the attacks happen one at a time. So who would you like to attack with first?
Oh. Well, the cat's gonna go in first. And then...
All right, where to?
So I can go straight for the core.
Yeah, so you go to the Eldricore or either of the tapped followers.
So yeah, we'll just go for the core.
All right, so 1 damage. We'll flip it over. No savior. And then I assume the second attack's going to the same place.
Yeah, I might as well. Yeah.
All right, 1 damage. No savior.
All right, that is all.
All right, so I will draw. Ready. And flip. All right, so I think I will attack him into here to go ahead and clear that guy. Now, keep in mind, his ability is instant.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll do that.
All right, so in that case, I will respond by just sacking him for my ability
Yeah.
to draw one.
Yeah, I was gonna do that
So that
last time,
fizzles
but then
that
it's like,
attack.
no, if I sacrifice, he's gonna sacrifice, so I might as well just attack now.
Yeah, and that's exactly it. So here, we're going to go here. So she has the brutal ability. So brutal is effectively trample for magic. So I'm going to go ahead and slam her into your kitty cat.
No, not my kitty.
So that means that you take 1 damage, or sorry, the cat takes 1 and you take 3 because she has 4 attack. Also, combat in this works very similarly to magic, where they both deal their damage to each other at the same time. So technically, she has 1 damage on her for now, but damage falls off at the end of turn. And no savior there either. All right, wow. I will take it. In that case, pass turn.
I need a savior. Alright. Put these back. Okay. Once. Or turn them all at once.
Oh, I was saying up in the top right hand side, next to the guy with the barbell, you should see like a number with like a degree sign next to it. If you click on that, it'll change it to 90. So whenever you do flip them, it'll flip it just a straight 90 degrees.
Gotcha. Okay. just like that. Okay.
Yep.
Oops. Come on, don't disconnect me now. Damn it. Oy. Uh. Man, I hate when that happens.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Whatever you're playing is just too powerful.
Yeah. Okay. So I was adjusting all this down here. And then one kitty cat. Where'd the other one go? Two kitty cat. And a rat.
Oh snap! Not the rat.
Did not mean to put that over there. Okay. So. Okay. Okay. Think I'm gonna let the cat die again. Take that one out.
All right, no response there.
Okay, so that's gone. Whoops.
Let's grab the dice for you. There you go.
Ledge is gone. This one's strong enough that. Oops. Come on. Scroll wheel sensitive. Gonna take out the other dude.
So in that case, on that attack, I'm going to activate my Eldricore to give him +1/1 for the turn.
Oh snap.
So now he's taken 2 damage and he's got 1 life left. But your cat dies.
Yeah. Alright. Go ahead and just move this over to the graveyard. Oh, quit flipping it that way, damn it. Come on. Sensitive scroll wheel. Okay. Probably should have took the dice off first.
Yeah, I got you.
Then we'll go for your core.
All right, so I'll take 1 and 2. Flip them both over.
No!
Hello, game team. Thank you. There we go. Okay. So
Savior.
he lets me. So yeah, so he lets me put himself on the bottom and heal 1. So he will go to the bottom first. Now in this game, healing is taking any card from your graveyard that does not have Savior and putting it on the bottom of your deck. So I will choose to heal. Probably kill the thing. Pretty good card.
Alright.
All right, my turn.
Yep.
All right, so I'll draw. I will ready. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and swing him into your Eldricore for 2.
Alright. 1 and 2. No saviors, seriously.
Oh man, unlucky. So I will play another one of these guys out, and I'll ping your rat for 1 damage. And then I'll swing him into your Eldricore for another 2.
Savior this time? Oops. Did not mean to pick that up. Finally. There. So that one goes.
Well, that kind of ruined the rest of my turn.
So it just does whatever the Savior thing says whenever it's...
Exactly.
Okay. So just play.
Yep, so in that case, you get the free body. So I think I will exhaust one and play out Nixon. And when he comes out, he deals 1 damage to any target. So I'm going to finish off your rat. And then I will just pass turn.
Come on. Bring those back. Okay. Okay. So let's see. Throw that out there. Throw that out there.
Now, keep in mind, you can play one thing and attack with it to see what I do before playing the next thing. So just keep in mind, that is an option.
Okay. Okay. So yeah. Come on. Okay. We're gonna use the cat to hit your core since it can't be blocked.
Alright. 1 damage, no savior.
Let's see. He's going after him.
Well, remember, you can only attack them if they're exhausted.
Oh, they're exhausted? Okay. You could still block, though, unless you want to take the 4.
Exactly.
I'll just do the 4 anyway.
Yeah, I'm just going to block it.
And... Oops.
So he didn't take the 1.
So that one's gonna attack the core.
Alright. So let me move these over. So we got 1, 2, 3. Flip. And I do get 1 savior. These aren't the saviors I want, though. I will choose to use it because I think this is my last chance to for the turn.
Alright, let's see.
So I'll heal the fireball. And then now that you've done damage, yeah, I was going to say you can choose to use his effect.
We'll have so many of these, so... Discard 1, take 1.
Alright, my turn?
Yep.
Alright, so I'll send everything back up. And let's draw one. Okay, so I will trade him into your guy here. Um, I will swing him into your kitty cat.
Not a good day for the cats.
I think we'll go here first. And I think I will do this 3 damage into your Eldricore.
Alright. So we got 1, 2,
I got you.
3. So do every single one of them trigger, or?
Well, no. So it's only you can only use 1 savior per turn.
Okay. Good thing they were both the same one.
Um, I guess I'm going to throw out a blocker and then pass turn.
Oh, this one no longer exhausted too.
Yeah, he sends back up as well.
Okay. So play that one. Where you at? You coming back out here? Okay. And then
Now, keep in mind with your Eldricore, you can also play those from the graveyard too, and they do get their own play effect. You effectively set you have to discard 1 from hand, pay the energy cost, and take critical damage equal to its cost, which in this case is only 2 anyway. But yeah, that is one of the cool tricks with this deck is you can loop the Wigglesworth over and over again.
good to know. Let's see.
But we did an alpha tournament like with the actual full set one, and we had a player who used that Eldricore, and they built zombie cats, and they just kept replaying the 4-drop over and over again with the ability. It was actually hilarious to watch.
Let's see. So play that. I'm assuming
That's
these
a
are
good play
like
too.
artifacts.
Yeah, they come out. They stay on the battlefield. That one in particular, that ability is also instant speed on either turn, so you can swing, wait till I declare blockers, and then trigger it.
Okay.
Oh, don't forget the 2 for Wigglesworth.
Oh yeah. Almost screwed up there. Alright.
There you go.
So yep. Giving this one +2. Yep. Eldricore.
All right. So we'll go 1, 2, and 3. Now let's flip.
Uh-oh.
Do I want to use that savior? Yeah, screw it. I'll deal 1 critical damage to your Eldricore. So critical just means it doesn't trigger savior.
Okay. So,
No savior anyway.
yeah.
That is a good card though.
Indeed. We'll go at your core again.
Hmm. Yeah, I guess I'll take the 4. And these don't matter because I've already used savior.
Let's see. Something tells me I'm not wanting to send those other 2 in quite yet. Alright. Yep, that's all for the turn.
All right. All right. So let's swing him into this guy.
Alright.
Okay. Then we'll swing my 2/2 into your kitty cat.
Oops.
And then my 3/3 will go at your face.
Alright. 1, 2, 3. Flip. Oh, yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Come on, you're giving him all the saviors. No.
All right, so I'm going to go 5 for this guy. So his ability is tenacious. So that means the first time he attacks each turn, he gets to stand up once. So then I'm going to go 6 damage into your face. Now, for the record, you can chump block in this game. So if you block with the Wigglesworth, it would block the entire attack. The only time it wouldn't is if they had Brutal.
Right.
So, but you also haven't used Savior yet this turn, so it's totally up to you. But yeah, 6 damage into you.
Yeah, that deck's getting low. I'll just let it die.
Okay. So in that case, I'm actually going to leave him up as a blocker. See, I'll just go ahead and pass.
Let's see. So yeah, we're exhausting that. Bring that right there.
You can actually right click and just click search, just so you know.
Oh, okay.
Like if you ever want to actually go deeper into it. Because then you can just click and drag the card out.
Doing that. And then bring him out. Bring him out. And then sacrifice to heal.
So yeah, so for the heal, you can pick any cards that don't have Savior.
Alright. That one. Let's see. Let's go ahead and do that, I guess. Okay.
Oh, don't forget to exhaust the energy. I think that's 5.
Let's see. It was. Oh, did I take 2 from the top from summoning Wigglesworth?
I don't think so, no, because I think you had 20 before 19 before the heal.
Yeah. Okay. Come on. Nope.
Now keep in mind too, that card that you played, the Siphon, that is instant speed. So in the future, you could hold that up until I attack into something, and then once I waste my attack, then use it as a response.
So yeah, I did that with the Eldricore, and then I played that one, and then yeah. So I exhausted all of it. Come on. Okay. Alright. Giving that to the kitty. +2.
So it's swinging for 4 right now.
Yep. At the Eldricore.
All right. 2, 3, 4. Flip. Savior. Woo! And when he comes in, I can deal 1 damage to any target. I'm going to deal 1 damage to your Eldricore. Thank God, I was so scared. Got to trigger savior on your own turn.
Let's see. That blocker's not doing me any favors.
Yep, definitely a tough choice.
Alright. So if I'm attacking one that's exhausted, they could still be blocked, right?
Yes.
Okay. I don't think there's any point in doing that right now. So that's my turn.
All right. So that one goes away. Ready, draw. Segment for minor Eldricore. Okay. 6 damage into your face.
I feel like I need my rats, so I'm getting rid of that.
Okay, so he's taken 3 damage. So I'll do another 6 into your face.
No.
Alright, so he dies off that. 3 damage in your face.
I'll take it. What do we got? Flip. Well, that's abilities negated for the turn.
So essentially, you can play Wigglesworth, but you won't get the free play off of Wigglesworth. Or you could play another rat, or you could just play himself.
What does peak 1 do?
And then that's effectively Scry 1. You look at the top card, and you can either leave it there or put it on the bottom. To be honest, that's only there just because him not having Savior was too strong with the healing mechanic.
Let's see. I think I'm gonna want you. Damn.
Alright, and we'll go 2 more.
Well, there's bound to be a savior here, right? Oh.
Well, keep in mind, you've already used Savior this turn anyway.
Oh, right. Okay.
So in that case, let's go ahead and I will pay 4 for this trinket. So the trinket says once per turn when I sacrifice a follower, I can deal 2 damage to any target. So now I'm going to sacrifice this guy for Hades' ability. So I sacrifice a follower of mine that costs 3 or less and then play him for my hand.
Okay.
So now my...
Uh-oh. Don't worry, I didn't rage quit.
I was like, man, the trinket's not that strong. Come on now.
Okay.
But yeah, so I sacrificed Thunderhoof to play out Hades, and so that triggers the trinket. I'm going to deal the 2 damage to your rat.
Don't weaken my kitties.
And then I'm going to swing into your Eldricore for 5.
Sorry, kitty.
That is fair. So then I will tap 3. And let's go Thunderhoof, and I'll pass turn. He will be my blocker.
Oops. Oh. Oops. Large line of energy. Screw it. We're doing this again. Alright, search. Whoever will I play? Oh look, it's Wigglesworth. Okay. Bring that out. Take 2. Nothing. Alright.
And then don't forget to also discard from hand.
I actually forgot about that.
I mean, you can take the playback if you want. We're just learning here.
Nah. Alright. Do the usual. This isn't going for anything that's exhausted, so we'll just go for your core. With both.
Alright, so which one first?
This one.
Okay, so 3.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3. No savior.
Alright. And then
And then one more. Savior. Another Thunderhoof.
oh crap. Sorry kitties, it might be over here.
Yep, that's a lot of demons. Alright. So ready. Draw. And my 8th and final minor Eldricore. Alright. 5 damage in your face.
No.
Alright, and then we'll go 3 into your face.
this is where it ends. Damn. Alright. Oops. Okay. Why is that card just hovering there? Oh, never mind. Come on.
There we go. And then another 3.
A little bit of a lag spike there for me.
Yeah, you're good. I figured.
Sure.
Yep. I'll go 2 into your face.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, actually, at that point, I'll just play him down for 5 and then go 6 into your face for game.
Alright.
All right. So, what do you think?
I don't like this game. I want to play something else. Can
Game sucks.
Yeah. Actually, really cool. When I saw this on, I think I saw it on Facebook, where I saw the TTS mod. It's like, huh, wonder if that's anything like Magic the Gathering. I gotta check this out. So, yeah, a lot of similarities there, but still really cool. I really do love the core mechanic here, like I said, because instead of having to be like, oh, am I gonna get enough lands or not enough, you just have all the energy there. So.
Oh yeah, and the thing is too, like it lets us balance it in a way that we know. Okay, so the max energy is 8, so like we can balance it knowing that's the total. Because like in Magic, I mean, you can have some ramp decks that get way up there,
Oh yeah.
and so we don't have to worry about that. We know our players are only going to have 8, possibly 9 in certain scenarios, energy to work with, so we can balance the game around that. So it makes balancing a lot easier too.
Yeah, we don't want no storm decks here.
Ah, that's actually funny. There's a cool mechanic in set 2 that it's not exactly storm, but it's you build up some counters and use them to deal damage. It's pretty fun. But yeah, we actually are going to have some of these basic Eldricores. There's going to be one of each color in set 1, so like you'll actually have some other ones to kind of play with and explore with. So they won't all just be basic. Also, for the record, the purple one right out of the box is probably the weakest starter deck. Blue and yellow are probably the 2 strongest. I wanted you to have fun with zombies.
Yeah. I think for a while when like I very, very first started playing Magic the Gathering, that was the deck I was using was pretty much like a graveyard theme. So that's why I went with zombies for this.
Oh yeah, and the cool thing is like in the set, the zombies, like it really does feel like you're playing zombies, like because you have, so these are cards right here from set 1, and so these cards, it's her, it's this guy, and this guy's actually really strong, and he's a savior. So these are set 1 cards, and so like with him being able to replay her over and over again, and she essentially can block 2 attacks because you can play her again with her effect. So like there's a lot of really cool recursion effects that purple has in set 1.
Yeah. Yeah, I think just because it was my first time playing through, it's like, okay, how do I abuse this? But I think if I was to get used to it more, it's like, okay, I know what to do now. I can play this, and then this, and then this, just kind of stack a whole bunch from the graveyard.
Oh yeah, there's definitely a lot of ways to abuse it. And I mean, I don't know if you saw or not, but we are having a tabletop simulator tournament near the end of April. So like, definitely get some practice in, and I hope we get a decent showing at that.
Yeah, that sounds like it'd be fun.
Yeah, would you like to try another game?
Maybe some other time.
All right, no problem. Yeah, I know it's kind of late. It's like 1 a.m. here, so.
Yeah, I'd definitely be down to play this again. This is fun. So.
Yeah, I definitely appreciate it. I mean, obviously, you have the tabletop mod. It's free, so you're welcome to show it to your friends. And if you guys have any questions, we do have the rules questions here, or you're welcome to post on Facebook or Instagram. We'll definitely make sure we get back to you.
Yeah, I have one friend that's looking to get Tabletop Simulator right now, but I don't think he has the money to buy it yet, but he will get it at some point. I'll probably end up showing him this.
Nice. Yeah, we definitely appreciate that because, yeah, we kind of need all the eyes we can get. This is a pretty small operation at the moment. So, yeah, we definitely appreciate it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, so out of curiosity, how did the life decking feel in this game? Because I know that's one thing that, like, a lot of veteran players kind of shy away from is games that use life decking. But so did it feel super bad, or was it like okay? Like how did it feel in this game?
That one I could see it being kind of like a 50-50 kind of thing with me, because I do like those other card games where you have like a set amount of like life points or something, so you don't have to worry too much about, oh god, all my cards are gone now. But to a point, I kind of like it with this too, like how you have like the savior mechanic and everything. So there are those times where you can have those cards in the deck where it's like, oh well, you did damage to me, but guess what? You're screwed now. So
Yeah, and that's exactly it. Like so, because the one piece of feedback that we kind of read and or heard over and over again with games that use life decking is it feels really bad when you have to put your best cards from your deck to your graveyard with never getting to use them.
yeah,
And so when we were coming up with a game, like that was one thing we thought about a lot was okay, well, how can we minimize that feeling? And so now with Savior, rather than being sad, like, oh no, this card went to the graveyard, you're happy, like, oh man, I just got to play this free 4/2.
yeah,
And so I definitely think Savior kind of helps negate that a little bit.
yeah. I think it could be kind of like still a little disappointing that savior can only be used once, but at least you do have that to kind of fight back a little.
Yeah, exactly. And it also creates player decision, right? Because now the players have to decide, okay, is this Savior worth using or should I wait for something else? And there is one secret rare in set one that you can only have one of per deck, and I will say it does have Savior. So like knowing your opponent could have that card in their deck still, it definitely makes some people question whether or not they really want to swing. And so that's going to be like a really fun thing to watch players try to play around.
Yeah. So, would you be able to just like make an entire deck that just has almost all saviors in it if you wanted to?
Yeah, so you effectively can, and there's actually it's like the red deck ends up playing a lot of saviors. I think most of our players that we've had tested so far when they're building with the entire set one, most people tend to use about 8 to 12 ish saviors, and the reason is a lot of the savior cards don't really have good abilities outside of their savior ability, right? So like even if you look at the zombie, right, like so he's got savior, you play him for free,
Yeah.
but he dies at the end of your turn, and then like your other guy in here, where is he? The 4/2 dude. Yeah, so like he has savior, but he doesn't do anything outside of just being a 4/2 vanilla at that point.
Right.
And so a lot of the cards they if they have savior, the rest of their abilities are either literally nothing or just kind of meh. And so a lot of the cards people they kind of minimize savior to just enough to try to get it once per turn.
Okay, I can see that. Yeah. So you're basically just looking to pretty much just play like you would a regular deck builder, like try to build the best deck you can, but then have that little bit of a hunch so that way if somebody does do like a massive attack, you're like, well, guess what? This is coming out.
Yeah, and that's exactly it. And the other thing is too, right? Like there are different saviors with different abilities, so it also comes down to which one of these are the most useful. Because obviously, playing a free guy is never bad. Like you're never going to be sad about getting a free body. But then like yellow does revolve around like trinkets and stuff, and so this savior lets you get a trinket from the graveyard. So like it also comes down to trying to find the savior abilities that are best. And I know every color. Whoops, that is not the one I meant to click. But okay. Um, let's group that back up, please. Please, no. Okay, that's fine. Um, Okay. So this guy, so every color has one of these savior of this specific ability, and this is also one that ends up being really useful a lot of the times because the cool thing about him is since he goes on the bottom of your deck, it guarantees you a savior later on in the game.
Right.
And then also obviously being able to heal one. We when we were testing one time, we actually had so in this game you don't lose until you have to draw or mill from damage, and you can't, right? So we actually had one time where they played this savior on their final turn, and they ended up having one card left in deck because they played this savior instead of playing a body. And so because of that, they were able to draw one for their next turn, so they were able to play out their next turn, and they ended up winning the game because of it. So there's like a lot of different options with the savior as well, so it makes it a lot of fun.
Yeah. So you pretty much are just looking for those specific saviors that have like at least a decent outcome, like this one being a 4/2, being able to just come out there, and then like you showed that one that can bring in another trinket, or like that one cat that can bring in another cat but it can't use its ability, stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. So so if I was playing this red deck, right, like I would be looking for whichever one of these two I need at the time, right? Because like if I need a body for defense, I'd be looking for Thunderhoof. Otherwise, I'd be looking for him.
Yeah.
And so it really comes down to just trying to see if you're going to get the savior. Or like I said, like once the full set one releases, the secret rare does have savior. So like at that point, you're also looking to see if you possibly get the secret rare out with savior as well.
Oh, where was that one? Oops, it's not there. Come on, where were you? That one. Yeah. So, are you like looking to adjust this one still, or are you happy with how this one is? Because I don't know if that peak one's really one that someone's gonna want.
Well, no, that's actually on purpose. So the reason he has that peak one is because with this Eldricore, you can effectively sacrifice something and heal for its cost. And
Oh,
so what was happening is in the late game, Purple was effectively playing him down, and then they were let's see, hold on, let me find it. They were playing him down, and then they were using him to play Necromancer, and then they were using Necromancer to play her. So for 7 energy, they get all 3 of these. And then they would just sacrifice him and heal 6. And they would put the other copies of him back into the deck. So his savior is literally just there so he can't be healed anymore.
yeah. Yeah, I think that's definitely something I need to be looking into, like what you're talking about there, because that's one thing I always tried with Magic the Gathering, but always seem to like fall short on is I'm a sucker for combo decks. Like I just love like having like that chain reaction happen. So
Yeah, and that's exactly it. So like that's kind of why we wanted to include some set 1 cards with the starter deck so people could kind of deck build a little bit and try out different strategies. But yeah, that's a combo right there. Like you play him for 6, you get him for free off of it, and then you can pay 1 more to play her with his ability. And so now for 7, you have all 3 of them. And like I said, she essentially comes out twice because once per turn when she dies, you can bring her back. And so, yeah, it was he was just way too strong without having savior.
yeah, all right. Yeah, I think that's all I really wanted to talk about. So
All right, well, yeah, man, I definitely appreciate you trying out the game. And if you're looking for someone else to play with at some point, just post in the Discord, and a lot of times someone will be available.
yep, sounds good.
So, all right, man, thanks for playing.
Yep.
See ya.